Hello Internet, my name's Dakota. I'm the trash admin of Northern Knives, and today we're here to talk about a local maker in this state, Trevor Barrett. This is the fifth take. He completely hand forges his own knives down in Haines, Alaska, and we're going to get into it here after the knife drop.
All right, so we got the Denali, which I think is kind of one of his flagship models, and we have the Hunter.
I think the Hunter's cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, but they're both forged. Just he leaves the forging marks on the Denali, but the Hunter's a little more clean. Obviously, he's done some. He's obviously done some surface grinding on it to take all the forging marks off of it. But
Yeah.
both 1095.
Yep, both 1095.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the fact it's got a thumb ramp, and then he took how many hours putting jimping in there?
Well, it
with, like,
depends
a
on
file?
depends on the tool. I would hope he wouldn't use a file. I mean, you can do jimping like that with a Dremel and 20 minutes of free time. I mean, we actually had to stop doing it because it got so irritating when we used to put jimping on knives. We used to offer putting jimping on knives, and then it was like, then too many people took us up on it, and I was like, fuck this, and I don't do it anymore.
That's great.
But he's a relatively new maker. I think he's got less than 5 years. I don't know if he's less than 3.
He's got to have obviously something.
Yeah. But that's what I was saying about this one. So, like his cut-ins on his grinds on this knife, I mean, his cut-ins are dead on. I mean, he's lined it up. He's lined it up so well that I would almost think he's using a jig. But the reason I don't think he's using a jig is because at the top of this grind, you can see as the grind line comes back and where it meets this one, it's the top line that dives to meet the back line. And on this side, it's the back line that dives to meet the top line, which is indicative of a flaw in handmade, which is, all handmade stuff is going to have a little bit of, that's how you tell. So I would think if he was using a jig, it wouldn't come out that direction, or it wouldn't come out like that. But how close he is on his grinds, on his cut-ins, almost looks like jig work. It's quite impressive, his grinds, and even how clean his lines are here from his flat to his grind transition. I mean, he's really clean and really close. I mean, it's slightly longer distance from there to there on this side than it is from there to there, but I mean, his grinds are very, very clean and very well done. He's got a great talent for it. He really does.
And then my understanding is he's completely self-taught.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
That's what was the
that's
most impressive
YouTube's
about
a hell of a thing.
Yeah, when we were talking about him, and I was talking to Lori, and it's like, where did he learn, or who does he know? And he's like YouTube taught, like self-taught. It's like, okay, that's super impressive.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. To be able to be that new to it, and to be able to produce a grind dive in like that, and to meet in the middle too. I mean, not only did he get it front to back, did he get it dead on, left to right, he got it on. I mean, it's almost. I mean, I'd be hard pressed to say that that's not dead on without putting a mic to it. It's very clean, very, very clean.
Kind of nailed his ergonomics, I think, too. I mean, that handle is comfortable.
Yeah,
that's my favorite
perfect.
part of that. Yeah.
I mean, I look at that and I feel like I should be like an Egyptian warlord using it. You know what I mean? It's got
You
that
just
sickle.
stuff it in
Yeah.
your belt there. While you're wearing your robe. Is that what it's called? I don't know what it's called.
I don't know.
Blue jeans. I think that's the style now.
Blue jeans.
There is like blue jeans
Nice.
and like a t-shirt.
Nice.
We don't watch the same YouTube videos. I've been seeing a dude getting out of a Bugatti in Dubai. He ain't wearing fucking blue jeans.
I mean, when you have that kind of money, you don't have to be sensible with clothing.
I guess you don't have to be sensible. Period.
Yeah.
I agree with you on the ergonomics though. Like he really, I mean, you feel like you could just swing this a lot, and it's just not. I mean, you can almost just relax your grip, and it still is just getting the
That
job done.
indexing for that forefinger it's perfect.
Yeah. And it, I would almost think that would hotspot, but it just doesn't.
It works. Yeah, it works.
The wood, the way he's contoured the wood handle in there to kind of cushion, to kind of wrap around real nice. It doesn't seem to. His ergonomics are great, and they look unorthodox. You know, that doesn't look like you'd be like, oh, that's
Yeah,
such a comfortable
right, yeah,
handle.
right.
It's all faceted and everything, but then once you handle it, you're like, wow, what a great. I mean, I really just want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just want to chop the shit out of something with it. And it's such a unique design too.
It really is.
I hope we get
Yeah.
some of his fantasy swords in.
That would be
for no
fun.
other reason except to like
He makes fantasy swords.
he makes all sorts
He
of
makes
like
some pretty
long
crazy
swords
swords,
and
yeah.
rapiers and sabers
I've only
and stuff.
I've only seen his knives.
I want to see some of his swords because they're huge.
Yeah.
Freaking huge.
Should we shout out the leather?
Oh yeah, this Gary from Big State Leather. Big State Leather does the sheaths. We helped connect Trevor with Gary, and you know Big State always does great work.
Yeah, I mean those are obviously really high quality.
Yeah.
I like his stamp. I mean, everything else is nice, but I like that he actually has a legit maker stamp.
Yeah, yeah. Gary does really good work.
Instead of just some random letters or like a floral pattern, it's an
Yeah.
actual stamp that tells you who they are.
And these are pretty, you know, these are pretty basic, you know, as far as the construction. But I've seen Gary do some amazing work. Gary really can run the gamut on like his quality of work, quality of materials, coloration. Even you can
That's
pick,
cool.
you know, like 4 different colors of brown and black, and you know, you can do rivets and all kinds of options. Gary really does have a talent for it.
Yeah. Overall, I'm excited to see what else Trevor sends us.
I would like to see more of his stuff. I really would. We've got 2 of these in. We got 2 of these in. One of these. We got a Damascus one, which
Yeah, we did.
we should have grabbed. Do we
Yeah.
still have it?
We do.
Damn it! And he's
do.
making his Damascus.
Yeah.
Damn it! That would have been a really good
Yeah.
one to have on the
Yeah.
video. We fucked up. All right, so maybe we'll have to do a follow-up video with him in the
Yeah.
future because he really does. I mean, making his own Damascus, all self-taught, and he shows such an aptitude for it at such an early stage in his career. He's really impressive.